Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars Timeline. My name is Ben. Today's video is going to be a little different. Please be patient and bear with me, guys. I felt like I needed to add my voice out there to the positivity and just support Moses Ingram. I usually don't do any source of these type of videos on vitriol or controversy or politics. My channel is focused on the love for Star Wars, whether it's canon, legends. I don't care what walks of life you come from, what you look like, what language you speak. We all share in this wonderful sandbox that George Lucas created for us. And he taught us to appreciate and love each other and embrace each other's differences. And it only makes us stronger. Just look at all the alien species that we have that come and join their forces together to fight the tyranny of the Empire. And this is the message here. You know, here comes Kenobi's show. And it opens up with the biggest bang to date. I think already the first articles are out there talking about the biggest worldwide release on Disney Channel Plus. People are loving this show. And of course, with it, there have to come a couple of rotten apples who have to talk negatively and talk down to this actress, who is, by the way, she's beautiful. I love how she expresses herself in the interview. She's very smart, and I'm sure she's very talented. And here she is, Moses Ingram, portraying a character, Reva, which is one of the Inquisitors. And my understanding is that a lot of people are not finding her to be too appealing as a character. I myself have a little issue with that. But aren't we supposed to separate a creation, a fictional character, from the actors portraying them? Like, come on. And if you are the type of person who believes that she does not belong in Star Wars, or Johnny Boyega doesn't belong in Star Wars, well, I'm sorry to say it, but we, the majority voice, and George Lucas disagree with you. Why? Because we got badasses like Mace Windu. Because we got the incomparable Billy D. Williams, without whom there would be no Star Wars. Without James Earl Jones' voice, by voice alone people know his work, there would be no Star Wars. And this is the point here. This is what I want to talk about. I'm pretty sure you could go to Twitter and get the details out of it, exactly what was being said. Once again, I'm so removed from it. I don't want to fixate on this negativity, but I will definitely call out bullshit. I'll definitely call out this kind of despicable behavior and say, you know what? All of these guys, all of these haters who have something to say about Moses Ingram, her performance, or her personality, or what she looks like, you don't represent our voice. The majority of Star Wars fans, or at least the fans that I interact with, are kind, loving people. We are all-inclusive community. We love all Star Wars. And I think it's a good reminder for us all to say, look, it's okay to criticize things. If you don't like something about a story, that some things don't work out for you. Like, for instance, this morning on Twitter, before the whole story broke out, I just tweeted casually saying, like, hey, you know what? Reva, so far, she's cool looking. I liked one moment, one scene in the show, how she intimidates Lars Owen. But overall, I'm not impressed with the character. I don't know where they're going with this. I'll judge until the full show is out, and maybe then I'll revise my opinion. I'm talking about a character, and it is so important to separate the two, because here's the boomer opinion. Guys, I come from a generation who grew up watching prequels. I saw The Phantom Menace when I was 18. I just finished high school. And the absolute crazy shitstorm that Ahmed Best got for his portrayal of Jar Jar Binks, and people were calling out his funny accent, name calling, and all this stuff. It was despicable. It really sucked to be a fan for a while, because once again, there was these few rotten apples who called themselves Star Wars fans who had to come out and say all of these negative things. We're better than this, guys. We are, as Star Wars fans, we should all appreciate what George created for us. And the most important thing is the message of hopefulness and unity that he was trying to tell us all in those films. Isn't the lesson kind of there? And it's important to recognize and say, this is what Star Wars is all about. And once again, I just wanted to say that based on the Twitter response that I saw of Moses Ingram, how she responded to all of those comments with such class and strength of character, and not taking the bait and just saying, guys, move aside here. I'm enjoying my spotlight. I'm part of this Star Wars community now. I'm part of this family, and your noise does not matter. I just want to say that she doesn't really need our support. She can handle it, but yes, she has it. She has my full support. Star Wars Timeline is fully behind her, because look, even if the character starts off with a, kind of like rocky start, that I have some issues there narratively where director was going with this, with the story, whatever. There's a chance for improvements within the context of the small show. If not there, they may use this wonderful talent in other ways that I might enjoy more. I think it is so important to be fluid and receptive and open to ideas and say, okay, maybe if the role doesn't work. Look, I wasn't a huge fan of Samuel L. Jackson portraying Mace Windu. I'll be honest with you. In the prequel films, he was too much of a known actor for me. He had so much charisma and recognizable roles from other films that I didn't want him to be cast in Star Wars. Like, come on, he's just too familiar. He's too known. But you know what? Over the years, I warmed up to that specific character, and I warmed up to Mace Windu, what the actor Samuel L. Jackson represented, right? He portrayed that character, and then later on we see him in animated Star Wars show, The Clone Wars, and there's something that an actor created moves on past that point and carries on that tradition. And I fell in love with that character, and I fell in love with the wonderful books like Shatterpoint, and I fully embraced and loved him later on. So even if there was a small minor incident where I didn't like in the beginning, I was able to change my mind. Same with Moses Ingram. Look, we all love you, we all support you, and some of us who may have difficulty accepting, the episodes, how they're directed or written, or for whatever reason, we're not vibing with the Kenobi show, for any reason, we all have different tastes, and I fully recognize and acknowledge it, that we still appreciate the talent, we still appreciate you coming on, and let those negative voices be outshined by the positivity out there and Star Wars fandom standing up to this, to all these online YouTuber angry bullies and saying that you don't represent our voice. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you will join me in this message, and we'll support Reactress, and we'll support the positivity in Star Wars, that we all share in on it together. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And I can't believe that we're still talking about this in 2022, that we have lived through a decade worth of Star Wars prequels where actors were living all of that hatred and negativity, and their careers were ruined. And now the same story is repeating, and unfortunately, some of the fans are still not learning the lessons. But you rest assured, guys, I will be there to remind those fans. You don't represent the majority voice. The majority of Star Wars fans are enjoying Kenobi, are enjoying her performance, and we can't wait to see more. Peace out, guys. Next time.